Hi there. I'm just going to go live and go through some of the actual questions that we received this week. So I'm just going to set the other one up as well. How is everyone? Is everyone having a nice Friday? Hopefully it's a positive one. We ready for half term? Cool. Right, let's do this on here as well. So we've both got them set up for both. We're going to go live. Hi, okay. We are live. Fantastic. So we welcome to Pamp Hill. I'm just outside with our lovely Halloweeny, and Bruce is behind me. Here he is. Good old Bruce posing away. So I don't think this one's working. Let me just try and turn it around because it's probably me being really stupid. It is me being really stupid. Hello. Dearie me. That's a worry, isn't it? Can't even use my phone. So I wanted to go over some of the questions that we received this week on, we asked you to ask us some questions on Wednesday it was, and I'm going to go over some of the answers that we've got for you today. So we had loads of questions actually from lots of people all over. So we've got one here from Christine, and she has said somewhere, I thought my field spaniel had a protein allergy, so we came off raw food and we've been feeding a salmon or insect-based food instead. Looking back on last year, it now seems her allergy was probably seasonal, so she's thinking about going back onto a raw diet. But the dog's currently got cystitis, so would the dry food cause the cystitis? So I'm not a vet, however, it is well known that a dried food would help to contribute to something along the lines of cystitis potentially. So hydrating your pet is really, really important. But cystitis can be triggered by all sorts of things, and there's different types of cystitis. So the best person to speak to with this is going to be the vet, which I know Christine has done anyway. And it's all about hydration. So I know if we get cystitis, they advise you to drink lots, and that would be the same advice for the dogs. But feeding a raw diet, it means that they do get a lot of moisture from their food as well. So that is going to be a good move for any dry fed dog or cat. So I would definitely do that. And the other thing on research said that if you avoid things like high starch foods, they can cause more inflammation in the body, which can contribute to something like cystitis. High starch foods, potatoes, peas, rice, that sort of thing, harder for them to digest. So choosing foods that are easier for them to digest is going to be a lot better on the body, so the whole body works well together, if that makes sense. So she has actually decided after that to go back onto a raw diet. Christine got back in touch to say she's going back onto a raw diet, and she's going to keep a diary of what she's feeding her, so that if you do think your dog may have allergies to the foods, you can pinpoint what it was that triggered it. So that's a really important point. So if you are starting out on raw and you're not 100% happy or 100% certain, keep a diary. Just make a note on your phone, potentially. Keep a diary of what your dog's having on a day-to-day basis. And that means you can track if there's any issues. So you can go back and you can see what they've had on that day. And you can go, right, I'm going to avoid that for a few weeks. And then in a controlled environment, you can reintroduce that thing. And if you've definitely got an allergy to it, then you can stop. Okay. So yeah, that's good. She's going to go back onto it. Hi there. And also she thinks autumnal allergies, so it could well be things like the grass, the end of the year, some of the pollen. There is still pollen around, still happens. Some of the trees are still dropping some pollen, so it might be something contributing there. It's just unfortunate the dog's got cystitis at the same time. So I know she has spoken to a vet and she has got veterinary advice on that, so that is a good thing. Right, next question. Somebody wants to know, why does my vet tell me that raw may not be the best option? Raw food is not the best option for my dogs. There's lots of vets that are all for raw food now, and there are still quite a few out there that are not so keen on it. And it's up to them to have their own opinions on this. That's fine, and it's up to you to make your own choices too. So if you want to feed your pet a raw diet, it's up to you, and your vet should be able to support you on that if they can. But a lot of them, they don't necessarily have the training. Wow, that is really sunny. I've chosen to sit in a spot that's mega sunny. It's nice, a really nice day. However, all right, we'll go back to the vet. So why does my vet not support my raw diet? Possibly because they may feel that you're not giving a balanced diet and getting enough vitamins and minerals for that dog. The other thing you would find is that they don't have the training. So vets obviously have an awful lot to go through for every single animal in the time period of their schooling. So there's a lot of animals out there. You can specialise later on, but I'm pretty sure they have to go over all the disciplines of small animal, large animal, farm animal, that sort of thing. So they do have to be exposed and know a little bit about it. So they have so much to go over in vet school. When they leave vet school, they're obviously qualified. However, they're no specialist in anything in particular. So then they might choose to go on and do specialism. So some of them would do something like a nutritional course, but not large animal, small animal. They might be dental. It's good for them to go and specialise in various things. But that is why they've got so much to go over. So I do feel a bit sorry for them, because animals can't talk. If they talk to us like the doctors have people talking to them, saying when the pain is, where the problem is, then that's going to be a lot more helpful. So they have to be really astute. They have to work out what's going on. They have to do various tests and things. They've got loads and loads to learn, and they don't get an awful lot of time to learn nutrition. The other thing is a lot of nutritional courses that are on vet school is usually sponsored by one of the big 5 companies that make the main amount of food out there in the UK. The ones that you get, the veterinary prescription diets and the veterinary diets, quite often the vets their courses are sponsored by them, so they're going to be heavily biased towards a non-raw diet, more of a commercial diet, heavily biased. And also vets are scientists. They want to know that your dog's getting everything they can. If you think about how when we eat a variety over time, and that's how we advocate you feed your dog as well. Hopefully that has sort of answered the question on that, or maybe you can have some empathy a little bit with the vets. But obviously it's your choice, it's your pet. You should choose what you want to feed, and if they don't support you and they're unpleasant to you, then vote with your feet if you don't like it. Somebody else wants to know what size portions we do. So a lot of you will be very familiar with our 500 gram portions, but we also do a smaller portion now, which is a 200 gram portion, which is going down a storm. Lots of you have loved it for your smaller dogs and for your cats as well. So thank you for the production team for creating a great 200 gram product. The feedback on it has been excellent. And the other thing we do 500 gram minces. We do the 200 gram middle minces now. We do 1 kilo bags of things like if you have a look at the stories on Instagram and Facebook today, we've got 1 kilo bags of things like the tripe and the sprats, and we've got the salmon, and we've got whitefish all in stock here today. And then we've got other things like the loose bones. So they're sold individually, and they weigh what they weigh as an individual product. So it's all natural and they're not all the one size. So yeah, those are the sizes we do. We deliver as well. We also do some bulk boxes, which you can pick up in the stores and online, so you can find them. They're already pre-packed boxes of a certain weight. So we might have a 12 kilo box, or we've got 30 carcasses in a box as well. So thank you very much for that question. What else we have? Okay, do we deliver? Yes, we do deliver. So we deliver all over the UK. Our vans also service this area, and we do a weekly run to the SP postcode area, and we also do a DT round. So we deliver a lot in our own vehicles, as much as we can locally, and we also deliver using DPD or DHL nationwide. Next question is, when can you start feeding raw food? Okay, you can start feeding raw food whenever it suits you. It's down to you when you're ready to. You can start it from life stages all the way through your animal's life. We've had a lady in today who's got a 12-year-old border terrier, and she's got allergies, and she's decided she's going to put him onto a raw diet. So it's not just for puppies and kittens, it can be for older dogs as well. Sometimes we get people arrive with us that just want to try something new. And they've had enough of what their dogs are already on. So they're trying something new, and they find that it gives their dogs a whole new lease of life. So that's really cool. So any age is suitable for a raw diet. They should be absolutely fine. If you need any help or any advice, we're always happy to help you as much as we can. Come into the store. We can weigh your dogs. We've got the scales. Come and weigh them. They can have a look around the store, try some of the treats. That's quite a good and interactive thing to do if you're local to us. Come in the stores and we can have a look. So all of our stores have got scales. So we've got 4 stores. This is the Pamp Hill store with Bruce and the Pamp Hill Halloween set up. But we've got scales in all our stores. We've got one in Upton, which is near Poole. We've got one at Westmoors, which is between Ferndown and Ringwood. And we've also got a store out at Christchurch, which is on the Barrack Road, and that's got parking as well. So 2 of those stores are open 7 days a week. That's this one here at Pamp Hill, which is just above Wimborne, and the Christchurch one, that's open 7 days a week as well. Is raw food good for dogs that have allergies? So yeah, absolutely. It's great for dogs who have allergies. It gives you the power to feed exactly what you want to feed. It gives you the option to avoid various things. A lot of these commercial diets that are made with the biscuits are so full of different things. You don't actually know what they might be reacting to. It might say chicken, but you might not have noticed on the back that it's 4% chicken and 60% pork potentially. So they can, although you can put a certain amount of something in and it can be something else in with it. They don't have to put on the front of the package everything that's in there. So read the packaging, that's really important. But raw food is 100% suitable for dogs that have got allergies because you can control what you're feeding them. So a lot of people say that their dogs have got grain allergies or they've got poultry allergies, then just, you can avoid that. So we've got other mixes here made up. We've got 100% beef, we've got the fish mixes as well. So you can feed a variety over time and still avoid things like chicken. The other really good thing to do if you suspect your pet has got allergies is to write it down. So what you're feeding, make a note of it. I said this before about the diet as you introduce it. Write it down, keep a diary of what your pet is eating, because that way you know exactly what might have triggered it. And there's no reason why you can't feed it again and try it again, but you're controlling it and you're in charge. So you can see what your pet's had, and if you want to try it again, you can try it again, and a little bit or a big bit, you know what sort of reaction they're going to give with that product because you're going to keep a diary. So what else did I say on there? Oh yeah, so there are other allergy testings out there. Obviously you could keep a diary and make a note and just see what the dog is allergic to. You can also go to your vet. They can help you with allergy testing. They might do a blood test, or they might do like a skin prick test, which is where they shave the side of your pet and then they have a small amount of the allergens or potential allergens or what your dog might be allergic to in a vial, and then they insert a small amount of that under the skin and they'll mark it up as to what it might be, and then after a certain amount of time they go back and have a look and see how the skin reacts to it. So if you have got an allergy or they've got an allergy to a particular like a field like a pollen or a mite, then you'll see a bigger reaction on that bump on the skin. It's really interesting if your pet has it done. And when I used to work in practice, one of the vets was a dermatologist, and she used to do a lot of these skin tests. And then they would send off to a laboratory to get a particular mixture made up that then is injected into your dog once a month, I think it was. And it's very expensive. It's like an immunotherapy. So it is a good way of managing it, but it is worth noting that some allergies can be caused by things that are cooked and not cooked. So they might not be allergic to something that isn't cooked, but they might be allergic to it when it is cooked. So it's worth asking the vet to test for that as well if you can. Okay, what else have I got here? Yes, our stores are open. So someone said, can I come in and ask advice as well? And yes, you can. So Nettie, who's my mum, she's at the Westmoor store that's the butcher's moving the trolley around. You know you shop, don't you? So, yes, we have got 4 stores across Dorset, and we've got a website that works 24/7, so you can shop online and you can pick up food all over the place. So it will come out to you. We'll deliver it, either if it's local, we will deliver it to you in our own vans, and it'll be in temperature controlled boxes, or if it's via DPD or DHL, we send it out in the polystyrene boxes, and those are fantastic. They keep everything really cold. They're one of the best things that we've found to really keep your food as safe as possible. We have tried some of the others and they're okay, but we know the polystyrene really works, especially when it's hot in the summer, so that's why we use the polystyrene. So yeah, we deliver, and you can come and visit our stores. And if you're not sure on which ones are open, we are open 7 days a week at 2 stores. One of them is this one here, and that's Pamp Hill, Christchurch, and the other store open 7 days a week is Barrack. No, this is Pamp Hill, Wimborne, and the other one is Christchurch on Barrack Road. I think I need a cup of tea. Okay. What is the benefit of feeding a variety of protein sources? Why can't my dog just eat a variety of fruit and vegetables? Well, generally, if you have a look at your dog or your cat's makeup, they've got these sharp, pointy teeth, and they are used for ripping and tearing, eating meat. That's what their teeth are for. So it stands to reason that that animal will be eating a meat diet. There are vegetarian and vegan diets out there for dogs, but just be mindful that they've been made in a lab, and everything is in every spoonful. They're not bad, but they're not as natural as they could be for your particular animal. If you've got a horse, then yeah, you're going to be feeding a vegetation diet, but not necessarily the best thing for your dog or your cat. So they can have fruit and veggies as part of their diet, and it's an excellent way of adding vitamins and minerals into your pet's diet. So don't discount them at all, but don't make that the main diet. They need more than that. And animals such as cats and ferrets are obligate carnivores, so they have to have meat in their diet to survive. They must have it, otherwise over time they just will go downhill and they really won't do very well. So yes, they definitely need meat in their diet as an obligate carnivore. And then the main thing is to feed vitamins and minerals over time. I have done some videos on this before, where you get different vitamins and minerals from different protein sources. But as a general rule, you can feed 5 or 6 different proteins over 1 or 2 weeks' time, and you should be able to get everything they need. Make sure you're including offals, the odd vegetables in there, blended up nice and small, so your pet can actually consume it and use it, because they can't break it down themselves. We and cats and dogs, well, cats don't even need it because they're obligate carnivores, but we and dogs don't break down cellulose, so we need it to be broken up for us. As humans, we can use our teeth to do that because we grind it up. However, dogs' teeth don't work that way. They just go up and down. So we need to blend it down nice and small so they can absorb all the goodness from it. One more we've got here. What's unique about Nurturing by Nature? Well, that's a cool question. So we do our very best to be a little bit different by helping our community and coaching our community into feeding a nice raw diet that's suitable for their own lifestyles and for their own pets. It's got to work for you. We don't judge at Nurturing by Nature. If you don't want to feed 100% raw, you can do whatever you need to do. But we don't judge. We will try and support you on your journey with a raw diet as much as we possibly can. If you want to come and see us in store, then reach out, come and see us, or you can actually get in touch online or through like this question and answer session. You've got that sort of thing. We do our very best to help you. Our website's got loads of information on as well. So if you happen to have some time to go through it, have a look through. We've got some really brilliant blog articles on there. What's good about vegetables, fruit, different meats, help with fireworks. We've got a blog on enrichment. So there's loads of things that you can pick up from our website. So hopefully that will bring you some help as well. So yes, come along and see us, or indeed check out our website, because it's a really good and informative place. Okay, right, that's our day over today. If you want to come along to our Pamp Hill store, have a look on stories on Instagram, Facebook. I've done some videos of what's in store this weekend. make sure you check out those venison bones because they're incredible, and they're also the ones that are available on the website, so they should be available until they run out of stock, and we have got them in store. Sprats are back in stock. That's really good news. And we've also got chicken and lamb in the freezers and shops, so hopefully you'll come along and see us or have a look online, see how you get on, and we'll be here all weekend, so do come along. It's Friday today, but we are open all weekend at 2 stores. That is this one here, this is Swinbourne, Hamp Hill, and the other store, which is Christchurch on Barrack Road. And then tomorrow is Westmore's is open 9 till 5, and our Upton store is open from 10 till 1. So look forward to seeing you then. Thank you ever so much for joining, and I hope you have an amazing weekend. Take it easy.